Good morning, traders. This is Zach with Three Peaks Trading. A couple seconds before the bell, few stocks I'm watching. CBIO is really the best gapper. However, I had a very difficult time trading this yesterday, so I'm really not looking to jump in this unless it's showing different moves and a little more continuation than yesterday, because yesterday it created a lot of false breakouts. Otherwise, MNPR here is a new IPO from yesterday that just went from like $8 almost up to $30. So definitely interested to get in this at like maybe 28 here and just watch that continue from yesterday. Otherwise, I was just looking around a little bit. Nothing too pretty set up here. That already ran past where I wanted to hop in. The spread is huge on this stock, though, which is a concerning part. Oh, I'm not going to get filled because it's like the first minute. I forgot. Thinkorswim loves to do that to me. That could have been $2 immediately. Oh, it's halted already. Good. On the first minute. Well, I didn't get in. I'm going to pull up the halted stocks. What an impressive run. That was immediately up like, what, $2? Actually, that ran from all the way down here. That was a $6 run in under a minute. I just got filled during a trade halt on a canceled order. Great. I really wanted to get in there that late. Oh, great. Man, Thinkorswim just loves me sometimes. So I bought it at $31.34. It hasn't even hit that price yet. I got filled above the high a day. I don't know. Looks like the ask was all the way up at 32. So alright, so 7:36:03. So a minute and 3 seconds is how long it took to run $6 already. I really didn't want to be long on a halted stock, but don't have a whole lot of choice. Let me get the scanner going. Tcon and MRNS. That's selling off way too hard. That's decent move in the right direction. Kind of cheap though. I didn't realize just how low that was. Also a little bit of a reversal there. I feel like Sava was going a bit yesterday. That's something I would want to check out again. Oh, no. There we go. This is making some more moves. This is only moving a couple cents, even on these big swings. That's a whopping 7 cents. About a minute and a half left on that. kind of movement yesterday that killed me repeatedly. And that just doesn't have enough movement. Okay, so for right now, I think my only job is to get out of this safely, because starting out down $108 is a little rough. Then again, I have no idea where this is going to resume. With that kind of movement, I feel like it could go up a lot, but so 3603. Is the first timer. It can be halted for multiple 5-minute intervals, I believe. I don't really understand how they determine which, like how long to delay it. Looks like it's at least 10 minutes, so now we're at 4103. Could you imagine if I got like 300 shares down here? That would have been like more money than I've ever made in this. I don't really understand where this option buying power comes from, because I think I'm about 9 grand in on this stock, so this number makes sense. Just doesn't have the volume yet. I have about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to trade this stock, or any other stock, before I really need to focus. Some resistance real close. I'm glad I actually checked that. So I don't think there's much I can do here because of the fact that there's this like high day resistance so close. So even if this does make a move, at most it's like 6 cents. Check in over here. It's kind of upsetting I got filled after the stock halted like that. Maybe that's how halts work and I just never realized it. Like canceling my order after it's halted just doesn't work anymore. I don't know. That might be something I have to research later. So another minute 13 seconds here. There's really not much else to look at. CBIO, I really don't feel like I'm trading at any point today. I have no faith in that stock. Lots of movements here. MRNS, I feel like I was looking at that recently. MRNS. Oh, that's probably on 4. Yep. AGTC. That's... has some good movement. Where's... oh, wow. Like all the way down there. Coming back over here. Got about 20 seconds. That's really my priority, is getting out of this position safely. This does look like a potential stock to trade, but kind of bigger priority is getting out of here. I think I should have switched to 100 shares of this, because 300 is quite a big size for how volatile and how big this spread was. We already missed it, so we're going for a 15-minute halt. So I'm gonna hop back over here. This has already made a move past where I wanted to get in, which that's kind of okay. Is this, each thing is 10 cents? I could see over 350 hopping in. Make sure we get past that like mental barrier of the $0.50. So W key, Wise Key International. So this one was halted like multiple times yesterday, and it's shown up again today, but I can't see it. No. I will be right back. Come here. So checking on some other stocks. Here's some more false breakouts from CBIO, as expected. Hopefully she keeps the squeak toy in the other room. I don't know if that's too loud on the video. Oh, don't worry. She made sure to bring the squeak toy in here for you all. Okay. So 46:03. We have a little bit more time before I really need to hop back over. A little bit of volume coming into LMPX. However, I don't think I'm trading that until it's moving like back over 23. It's selling off a little too much for my liking. This is tap and high day a couple times here, it looks like. When did that resume? I just made $948 on this, but I didn't even realize it resumed. And 41.45. So I totally missed it. It doesn't have to be perfectly on a 5-minute interval. That's 5 minutes 42 seconds. No, 10 minutes and 42 seconds. I am so lucky that didn't reverse. That's really important to know for the future. It does not have to be perfectly on a 5-minute interval for the stock to resume from halt. That is huge. Where did I just get out at? 34.50. 34. So like all the way down here, which still isn't bad. I could be looking for a re-entry, 36.82 maybe. Definitely gonna keep a closer look at this. Yep. I just don't know where it's gonna run to, because we now have some resistance here at like 39 and all the way up 43. This is running multiple dollars. I could be looking back for a re-entry over. Well, I do need to be really careful. The spread is over $1. Okay, each of these lines is $2. That's pretty terrifying. That's the kind of thing I don't want to be involved in. Spreads at almost $2.50. Unless that comes back together, there's no way I'm hopping back in this. I probably shouldn't have even taken the trade in this candle. It looked like a decent setup, but that was risky. That's a pretty good move. These drawings are also irrelevant now. I don't like the amount of volume on this red candle, but it is moving in the right direction. I might just take my my win. I don't need to give back any of the profit I just got. What's the spread here? Still up at $1. Oh, a little bit of consolidation. Under $1 is spread. That's good, I guess. Better than it was. Look at that top. That's a pretty strong resistance at 41. I probably could have hopped in there. I felt comfortable enough. The spread is just so big, though. I really don't want to give any of the profit back. I need to be very careful about any entries I make. It looks like it's struggling to get past that level, too. Keep watching it for a little bit. This is such a beautiful consolidation, though. Like, if I switch this to this... Nope. Whoa, I didn't even know you could do that. Alright, let me try and learn how to draw. Trend line, that should be the right... Oh. Remove, but extend to the right, extend to the right, and then all we're looking is for it to cross this trend line. And if it does that, it's probably going to keep running. So like 42.15-ish. This has some strong dollar resistance, though, because like 42, you could see it topped out twice. 41, it topped out 3 times in a row. So maybe an entry over 42. If it keeps going to the right any further, it might have to be even higher. But definitely need to watch for the high of day. If it taps the high of day again, I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Definitely only going with 100 share size from now on, as long as the spread is above 50 cents at all times. That's just crazy. Uh-oh, don't break to the downside. It was looking so good. It's 50 cents between these two. Wow. So it could really drop down as soon as this gets sold off. And it looks like it's about to. Oh, somebody saved it. Yeah. That was a pretty good example of what's going to happen if there's a 50-cent gap between the first and second seller here. I think that's a seller. I still need to learn the difference. That might just be the end of trading for me, which I'm quite okay with. Let's leave that for a minute. got halted on the way down. What kind of move was that? 2, 3. Oh my gosh, actually, 41 to 36. That's a $5 move. Today I heard on Ross Cameron's stream, the Warrior Trading, for the watch list, he said that in the first 15 minutes it has to move like 20%, which obviously in this candle, that's I don't know how many dollars. I said it earlier, $7 move. That's definitely 20%. After the first 15 minutes, so after this candle, if there's any move that breaks, I think 10%, it'll cause a trade halt as well, which, this being $5, that would be in the same realm. And I think that's over like a 5-minute period. This stock just seems to like to do it in a minute. It likes to go really hard. So, probably going to call my profits, call the day there based on these profits. There's no reason for me to just give some of that back because I'm being greedy. So it looks like the bid here is the highest price a trader is willing to pay to go long. So these are buyers and these are sellers. So I think I have had that backwards for most of my commentary so far. Anyway, you could see that the buyers here, because this, I forget what number this happened at, somewhere in here, 39.50 I think and 39. That 50-cent spread, and you're watching the number of shares to be bought just slowly going down. As soon as that broke, it was like one buyer, one buyer, one buyer, all the way down to wherever we ended up, like 37 or 34 at this point. That's crazy. Anyway, so the like next sellers just went straight down the line all the way down to 34, and that's what caused this huge drop here. So you could kind of see it happening in the level 2. At least that's what I was watching for. The alternative was the opposite here, where if this first line and the second line had a huge gap and the number of sellers was going down quickly, while the price was like appeared to break this line upward, the opposite could have happened, and I absolutely would have been going long on it. But anyway, we see how that played out. I just ended up $1,143 positive on the day. That is by far my biggest winner. So really a great trading day, and I'm just so happy that this kept moving upward after the halt ended. So just a reminder, the halt does not have to be exactly a 5-minute interval. In this case, it was 10 minutes and like 30 some seconds, I believe, 42 seconds. So that odd delay really could have messed me up because I was looking at other stocks and it could have resumed down here and just tanked out or something. Luckily, it didn't do that, but yeah, like I said, in this case, I got pretty lucky, but it really worked out in my favor. So thank you all for joining. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Next week, I probably won't be trading at all just because I'm visiting family, other side of the country. But anyway, thank you again, and I hope to see you after the holidays. Have a good one.